Hello, beloved. Thank you for joining me today. Today, I would like us to look at the book of 1 Peter chapter 5 and verse 8. 1 Peter chapter 5 and verse 8. He says, "Be sober, be vigilant, because your adversary the devil, as a roaring lion, walketh about seeking whom he may devour." Be sober, be vigilant, because your adversary the devil, as a roaring lion, walketh about seeking whom he may devour. Now, amazingly, when we look at the book of Job, I would like to show us something. In Job chapter 1, I'll read from verse 6 to verse 8. It says, "Now there was a day when the sons of God came to present themselves before the Lord, and Satan came also among them. And the Lord said unto Satan, Whence comest thou? Then Satan answered the Lord and said, From going to and fro in the earth, and from walking up and down in it." Now, this is exactly what Peter tells us. He tells us the devil, as a roaring lion, walketh about, seeking whom he may devour. Peter says for that reason, 1, be sober, be calm. 2, be vigilant, be alert, be cautious. You remember in Matthew 26 verse 41, Jesus said to the disciples that watch and pray, lest ye enter into temptation. He says, for the spirit indeed is willing, but the flesh is weak. Peter is telling us to be sober and to be vigilant. The reason is because Satan is very busy, and what he's doing is he's seeking whom he may devour. Now, it means that Satan knows there are people he can devour and there are people he cannot devour. He's looking out for the people he can devour. But Peter says once we come into that consciousness of soberness and vigilance, we will be safe from it. When we come into that environment and that state of soberness and vigilance, we will escape. We will no longer be prey to the devil. So many people are prey to the devil because 1, they are not sober. 2, they are not vigilant. There is a certain kind of vigilance that is needed as a Christian. And you see, this is the vigilance that must prompt us to live a life of spirituality, where you have a time with the Lord daily, because anything can happen at any time. But when that alertness is there, one of the things that happens is that the Spirit of God can even prompt you about things that are yet to happen. In Proverbs 22 verse 3 and Proverbs 27 verse 12, the Bible says that a prudent man foreseeth the evil and hideth himself, but the simple pass on and are punished. When you are alert in spirit, the Spirit of God can guide you and prompt you. So it means that in that state of vigilance and alertness, we now become sensitive to the promptings of the Spirit, so that we will escape every plot and plan of the enemy against our lives. I want to admonish you today. Spend time with God to build your vigilance, to build your alertness and your sensitivity to the promptings of the Spirit, so that you not become a prey to the plans and the purposes of Satan. Thank you so much for joining me today. God richly bless you. I will see you same time in our next session. God bless you.